Act 1 Scene 2, as we have discussed in the last video, is totally foil or opposite to the previous scene, Act 1 Scene 1. And why is it opposite, that we'll see with the text that we are going to read. This scene is quite long, I mean longer than the last scene, but it comprises of one of the most important parts of a comedy, that is affair. Further, we have few of the magical effects, but most importantly, this scene does not have that tension or the calamity that we have found in Act 1 Scene 1. So let us go through this video, understand this topic clearly, and in case of any kind of problem you should let me know. So here you go. So Act 1 Scene 2, and in this very scene we can divide the scene into three parts. Prospero's tale to Miranda, the introduction of Ariel and Caliban, the initial meeting of Ferdinand and Miranda. The first two provide a flashback. First two means the tale of Prospero's tale to Miranda, flashback to events by explaining how the play's current situation came to be, while the third means the initial meeting between Ferdinand and Miranda provides the first contact between the young couple that will form the play's romantic interest. Keep it in mind, romantic interest, that is one of the most major parts in drama. Scene 2, the islands. Before Prospero's cell, enter Prospero and Miranda. Miranda. If by your art, here art stands for magic. My dearest father, you have put the wild water in this roar. You have put the wild water in this roar. Wild water means terrible storm. Means terrible storm. So, if by your magic, my dear father, you have put the, here put the means raise the, RAISED, raise the wild water into this road, that means terrible storm, allay them. Allay them stands for stop them. Them means the calamities. The sky, it seems, would put down stinking peach. The sky, it seems, the sky is so dark and cloudy that it seems it would pour down, that it would rain stinking peach. Stinking means it is provided here. Stinking means foul smelling. Peach means the tar like substance with which road is made. The sky is so dark it will rain the peach down, not the water down. So the color of the rain will be black. It is so dark, so cloudy. But the sea, mounting to the, but here but stands for unless. Unless the sea, mountain to the waking stick. Mounting means raising. Waking stick means sky height. Dash is the fire out. Means put the, here fire stands for lightning out. So the sky will surely pour down pitch, the tar, black colored tar, unless the sea that rises to the height of the sky and stop the lightning and the cloud from doing that. So the sky is so cloudy, so dark, it seems there will be raining of pitch. And it can be stopped only by what? Only if the sea rises to the height of the sky and stop the sky from doing that. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. This line is very vital here. It shows the sympathetic nature of Miranda. She feels very bad. She suffers cordially whenever she finds someone else is suffering. So she is very sympathetic and kind hearted in nature, and she suffers with those who suffer. A brave vessel, here brave means fine, a fine or nice vessel, who had no doubt some noble creature in hat. Who had, you have to encircle this and her. These two are the example of personification. Since the sheep here is presented as a lady, had some noble creature. Noble creature means nice people. Now she does not know who are there in the ship. Neither she knows that those people who are there in the ship, they betrayed her father. Being so kind hearted, she feels pity for them, sympathetic for them. That is why she is saying that she is sure there are some good people inside that ship. Dashes all to pieces. Now, what happened to the ship? The ship has surely been dashed, that means smashed into pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Here, cry means dying shout. Did knock against my very heart. Did knock means broke my very heart. Poor soul, they perished. The poor soul means the passengers. They perished means they died. Had I been any god of power, if she had the supernatural power, then what she would do? I would have sunk the sea within the earth. What she would do? She would hide the sea. Where? Within the earth. That means under the earth's surface. If she had the power, she would put the ship, put the sea under the earth's surface. Or before it should the good ship to have swallowed. Before it means the sea. Should the good ship so have swallowed, that means swallow the good ship and the 14 souls with her. Here 14 soul means terrified passengers. So what she would do if she had the magical power? She would sink the sea down the earth's surface so that the passenger in it would survive. Now she is very sad that the poor passengers all died. So what we have here, we have got Miranda here. So we have got the character of Miranda here. And what we come to know about her character, number one, she is unaware of her past. Secondarily, we come to know that very delicate, soft hearted. Number three, you have come to know about her sympathetic, virtuous. So all these traits we have find in Miranda. So she mentioned few of the things. Let us remind that she wanted her father to stop the storm immediately. Otherwise, the sky will pour down not rain, but the peach, black color peach, since the sky is so cloudy. And further, she wants the she to rise up to the sky height to stop the thunder and the storm. She is very sad for the death of all the passengers. She wishes to have the godly power, heavenly power, to do what? To sink the sea under the earth's surface, so the ship as well as the passenger would survive. So this very speech of Miranda reflects and unfolds her character. She is really a benevolent, soft-hearted, and very virtuous lady. So here ends this part up to line number 14. Next video we'll go through the remaining part. Thank you.